everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I will tell you a true horror story. This story is scary, dark, and very emotional. It is not just a story, it is something that really happened. Please listen carefully, because this story has a message, and maybe it can protect you from danger in the future. So sit down, turn off the lights, and get ready. Because tonight, we open the door to something we cannot understand. Let's begin. I still cannot forget it when I think about it. My body shakes sometimes. I wish it never happened. But it did, and maybe someone can learn from it. I only wish is this after you hear this story. Do not make the same mistake I made. Everything started 10 years ago. I was only 16, now I am 26. I tell this because I want to warn others. My family was normal, it was me. My mom, my dad, and my little sister Rose lived in the same neighborhood for many years. My dad worked, my mom stayed at home. Life was simple and quiet. Dad usually came home happy. When Mom opened the door for him, he smiled. They loved each other. But one day everything changed. When my dad came home, his face was red and angry. He closed the door very hard. My mom asked what happened. "Are you okay?" But he shouted very loud. Rose screamed because she was scared. And that day they started fighting. First once a week, then twice. Then almost every day. Sometimes the fight was about a glass, sometimes about food, sometimes about nothing. But every time it was louder and worse. Rose and I hid in our rooms. We locked the door and waited in silence. Then one night Dad left. He did not take a bag, he did not say goodbye. He just left and never came back. At that everything changed again. Mom was very sad. She did not talk. She did not eat. She did not smile. Her eyes were always red at night. I sometimes woke up and saw her sitting in the kitchen, smoking. Rose did not understand because she was small. But she also stopped laughing. Months passed, then Mom changed. She started dressing nicely, doing her hair, cooking again, and talking. One morning at breakfast she said, "I need to tell you something. I met someone, his name is David." Rose and I looked at each other. I asked, "Isn't it too fast?" Mom smiled, "I know. But he makes me feel good, and I knew him many years ago." Inside I felt something was wrong, but I said nothing soon. David came to our house. He looked normal. But something about him felt strange. His eyes, his voice. Something was wrong. Even Rose whispered to me, "Don't like him." She was right. Not long after Mom and David got married, and then the real nightmare started. The first week was normal. Then Mom started acting strange. She smiled, but her eyes looked scared. One night I heard noise in the kitchen, chairs moving, things falling. Went to check. Mom was on the floor holding her head, whispering, "Go away. Please go away." I asked Mom, "Who are you talking to?" She looked at me, but her eyes did not look like her eyes. She said, "It's nothing. Just a bad dream. Go back to sleep." But her voice was shaking. That night the house felt wrong. Things moved by themselves. Doors opened. We heard footsteps and whispers at night. One night, Rose cried and said someone was breathing in my room. I tried to stay calm and said maybe it was wind. But we both knew it was not wind. The house felt darker every day. One night the TV turned on by itself. It was very loud. The screen was full of noise, and a deep voice said, "See me, hear me." Rose cried. I took her hand and ran. We heard heavy footsteps upstairs. Only Mom and David had a room there. Rose whispered, "Amy." "'Tis not them." When we looked again, The TV turned off, but someone was standing in the living room, a shadow like a person, but not a person that looked at us. The kitchen lights started flashing. Rose screamed. I took her to my room and locked the door. We did not sleep. The next morning I told Mom. She said, "Sometimes the heart cannot accept what the eyes see." Her words scared me more. David said, "You do not need to know what happens in this house." I shouted, "This is my house too." He smiled, but not like a human, Amy. When a door opens, it cannot close again. For that I knew we were not safe. That night I took Rose and left the house. The street was empty, no wind, no sound. Then I saw someone. It was my father's old friend, Carter. He asked, "Why are you outside so late?" Rose only said, "Someone is in our house." He took us to his home and locked the door. We told him everything. His face turned pale. He whispered, "David is not human and your mother is not alone." He told us my father tried to warn him before he left. My father heard things in the house too. Then Mr. Carter showed us an old book with a symbol. Circles and an eye. This is a calling symbol. He said it opens a door for shadow spirits. I asked, "Did my mom do this?" He nodded. She didn't know what she called. Then I asked, "Is David one of them?" He looked at me. Yes. He came through that door. I asked, "Can we stop him?" Yes, he said. But it is dangerous first. We must find the door, he said. Doors usually hide in mirrors or dark places. Like a basement, Rose whispered. I always feel something in the basement. Carter gave us necklaces with symbols. This will protect you. Never take it off. If you take it off, the door will see you. Then he said, "We go back now." We returned to the house. It felt cold to cold. When inside, the mirror was broken, but the glass was missing. It looked like something pulled it inside. From the mirror, a voice whispered, "You returned." We went to the basement. Mom was there, tied to a chair, eyes completely black. She said, "I waited for you." But it was not her voice. David came out of the darkness, changed, no longer human. Carter read from the book. The walls glowed. David said, "This is my home now. You do not belong here." Mom suddenly spoke. For a moment, it was her real voice. "Amy, close the door, please." Mr. Carter gave me a small leather bag. "You must put this on her heart. If you stop, we die." David came closer. "You are afraid. That means you belong to me." But Rose shouted, "You can't take her." Then her necklaces glowed with bright light. David screamed. I ran. I put the symbol on Mom's chest. She screamed. The walls burned with light. The dark door closed. David disappeared. Mom fainted. Mr. Carter said, "It's over, but marks stay. Things like this never fully die. They sleep." I asked, "What now?" He looked at me and said, "Now you live, but Amy, the door opened once. That world knows you now." One day he paused. "It may come back." Thank you for listening to this story. This was not just a scary night. It was a warning. Amy, Rose, and her mother survived. But the darkness did not disappear. It is still waiting, silent, hidden, watching. Sometimes doors do not stay closed forever. If you want part 2, leave a comment like this video and subscribe to the channel, because the story is not finished, not yet.